What is the time-lapse technique? In short, we can say that it means explaining the long-lasting processes with a short video. So, is this definition sufficient as it stands? Of course it's not enough. Time-lapse technique is important to record the development and change of the world. Human memory is temporary and prone to forget. Unused memories are lost in the depths of the subconscious after a while. If we use the time-lapse technique, we can prevent memory loss. For example, we can visualize the melting of ice at the poles, the destruction of forests, the drying up of lakes, the results of a great fire, the problems caused by bad urbanization, the development and change of living things using the time-lapse technique. Is that all? Of course not. This technique can also be used in artistic productions. We can describe the transformation of a piece of stone into a sculpture, the transformation of a blank canvas into a painting, the reaction of the audience to the work of art, perhaps the whole story of the formation of a novel with the time-lapse technique. If you are aware of all the things I mentioned above, they are long processes. Now we can create time-lapse videos even with our smartphones. But when it comes to viewing long processes with the time-lapse technique, the situation is a little different. We are faced with different challenges. It is easy to describe short processes with the time-lapse technique. You can create a time-lapse video by speeding up a video shot with a fixed frame of half an hour, but it is not a very smart method to shoot a video of a 1-year process and then speed up that video. That video takes up a lot of space and it is very difficult to process that video. In such cases, the method we use should be photography. Photos are taken at certain time intervals and a time-lapse video is created from these photos. Unfortunately, this subject, which I have explained in one sentence, is not that easy. When we try to view a long process, we encounter a number of difficulties. Since the process is long, your time-lapse system must be resistant to climatic conditions. It is also necessary to use an online system rather than an offline system. That is, the system must be connected to a network and send the photos it takes to a server. Thus, it can be learned whether there is any problem in the system. If an offline system is used, you will not know when the system stops taking pictures due to a malfunction. Another problem is the storage of photos. Your online system produces high-quality photos. These photos take up a lot of space, so you will need a large space online and a lot of hard disk to back up these photos. Photos are taken and collected on your server. We don't have a problem so far. However, we will encounter other problems in the process of editing the captured photos and turning them into videos. You will see that the light characteristics of each photograph taken are different from each other. An object that appears red in one photo may appear black in the next. This is related to the fact that the light values are different at different times of the day. Or when there is no shadow in one photo, you may encounter the shadow of an object in the next photo. And as the process progresses, the change of this shade will start to affect the video and disturb the viewer. Environmental factors will also be a problem. Because accelerated systems produce heat, they can attract living things in the environment. Bees and flies will be placed in the windows of the accelerated systems and leave traces. You can see these stains in an online system, intervene and clean them. In offline systems, since you cannot see the photos instantly, most of the photos taken will go to waste. That's why it's important that accelerated systems are connected to a network and can take snapshots. You took the photos and your time-lapse project is finished. What will you do now? At this point, you will need a professional who can select and sift photos. Thousands of photos will be examined one by one. Unnecessary photos that may disrupt the flow of the video will be deleted, and a video will be prepared with a time close to the average viewing time. I will address this later. See you again.